Daniel, congratulations, 3 points, another victory, and against Bromley of all sides as well. You know, a side that's always proved difficult against Chesterfield.
Yeah, and they'll continue to be a difficult opponent for every team in this league. And I don't think it was anything they didn't do tonight, or, you know, I'm sure maybe Andy would disagree, but I thought we just played ever so well. And at times we obviously really put them to the sword with our passing, with our crossing, and with our two ruthless finishes. And I think that's the word of the night for me, the ruthlessness of it, both boxes. A bit of a cliche, but I think we defended things really well in the box. We know they're a threat, open play and set pieces, and then going forward, counter-attacks, our counter-attacks, passing, decision making was good. And I think Brandon Horton's cross summed it up, because as you well know, the gaffer loves the patient shout. But it's patience with a purpose, you know, and Brandon then, it was on for a cross. We all know what a good cross with the ball he is, and instead of doing a Cruyff turn and coming back the other way, he put the ball in, and Quiggs goes and puts a great header on the end of it, and it, you know, it sets us on our way. So yeah, we played well, we played to the plan and the way we wanted to attack Bromley, but the players deserve a lot of credit for their decision making tonight.
6 changes, always a bit of a gamble when you do that many as well, but it seemed to be there's, you know, obviously a reason for it.
Yep.
and it worked tonight.
It did, yeah. I think the gaffer showed his experience really with knowing what the time when to dip players out. Before you ask, nothing wrong with Dobbs, but you know, as I say, he's a young lad, he's played a lot of football, and nice to give him a breather completely, and he completely understood that. Same with Ryan Colclough, Mandeville, as we all think he's the Duracell bunny, ran up and down, but sometimes he needs a breather, and they come on and help us win the game. So yeah, as I say, the gaffer made that call tonight, and it was the right call, because the lads who come in did ever so well.
Because of the changes, now got a selection headache on Saturday, haven't you, as well? Yeah,
but I think what we've shown is that, you know, I suppose it's only really Harley Curtis that hasn't really got a run out, apart from Harley, sadly for him at the moment, and the lads that have gone on loan. Everyone's got a game, haven't they, even when it's least expected. Frex phoned in early this morning with an illness and didn't feel well, and it opened the door for Miggs to, for Brandon to come in and hopefully keep the shirt for Saturday. So all the cliches I throw at you guys after games, it's the truth, isn't it, really? They've got to keep fit. They're in those training groups with Gary and on Tuesday mornings, and ticking over for that time like tonight when they're called upon. And I said to Brandon running, you know, on the pitch after, I said, do another lap, mate, because you waited so long to be on there and feel part of it. And he really enjoyed it. He's enjoyed it in there. I think he might have got one of the man of the matches tonight, and it's great because it's a message to all the players that aren't necessarily in the team at the moment. The gaffer made the point in there, a lot of you lads, of what have been watching us win, but watching us win, not planning our wins. And it's great, but it's a weird feeling, isn't it? Because you want to be out there, you want to be dripping in sweat after knowing you've contributed. But they are contributing, because when they're called upon, they really are giving us all a headache for the next game's selection.
I mean, sometimes they are forced on you. One with Freckleton was forced on you because of the illness as well. But because of the way Bromley play, was that part of the idea for the manager as well to make the changes? Because of, you know, it's a big pitch, isn't it? You know, after all.
Not really. I've got to say, no, not really. I think it could have been anyone. What I would say was that, you know, the gaffer's way has always been attacking fullbacks, and we've won a lot of games with Kingy and Brandon. And I think after all shot, they come in for a lot of stick, as is the whole defence for conceding a few goals. And we were winning games with them playing. So the boys had done nothing wrong. It was a decision to make, to bring people in, tactical, or, you know, just sometimes for squad happiness you make changes to keep people's focus and motivation in the right direction, and it's worked. You know, they've come back in today, they've been professional. Kingy, you know, Mandy's been on corners, Kingy comes in and takes a corner and we score from it. So they've all played a massive part, and obviously those lads not playing tonight or not on the bench, you know, your time's just around the corner.
Brandon Horton's cross, I mean, that was an absolute beauty, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah, it was, and it was a good header as well. I know it was only 5 yards out, Quiggs, but, you know, you've seen those blazed over the bars from strikers when it comes so quickly. It's a great position, tremendous ball, and I think he hit a few first half. We've got some corners from him, really dangerous crossing. So, you know, like I say, decision making, and I repeat myself with Brandon, there was times where he came out and started again and was patient, that word again. And then there's other times where he knew the cross had to come in, and by God, what a punishing cross it was for us.
A bit of frustration for James Berry, maybe he didn't probably get the room that he wanted down the left-hand side. Yeah, and, you know, James done some really good things, and also we've got to remember that, you know, James is playing a few leagues below this, and he's coming in, he's learned his trade, and he's coming in and replaced, you know, Colclough tonight with some big boots to fill, and he did ever so well. So he'll take so much out of that game tonight, and, you know, he's learning, and he was a massive factor to why we won tonight. of the players that have gone out as well, I think Bailey Hobson scored again.
Yeah,
for Kid
brilliant.
Minster. I mean, brilliant for him.
Fantastic.
I mean, is there room for Harley Curtis to perhaps move out on loan at all? Is there any movement there with him?
I don't know. Listen, that'd be the gaffer's call. But what I'd say at the moment is that if you look at, you know, our spare players tonight, should we say, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, I mean lads who just weren't on the bench. You've got Shex and Harley, I think, the two, and Ryan Boot, the goalie. Suddenly one of them goes on loan. It's none, and all of a sudden you got no subs. So, no people to come on the bench. So no, I wouldn't think at the moment. Harley, of course, is going to be frustrated, but like I always say, he's the first one in there, I-5 and everyone. He'd rather be out playing, of course he would, but I'm sure Harley will get his chance sooner than later.
Always a difficult task to go to Boreham Wood, isn't it, on Saturday? Then they make it easier. They've not had the start that they wanted this year, but of course that probably makes them even a tougher challenge, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes and no. I think that, you know, you'd rather play a team where they're not flying, but at the same time it doesn't make your approach or your preparation to the game any less serious. Or, you know, we went to Maidenhead, didn't play particularly great, did we? But the focus was there. No one took Maidenhead for granted. It just wasn't to be for the win on the day. You know, same Boreham Wood will enjoy tonight, and the lads have a nice day off tomorrow. But then the focus starts on Boreham Wood, and believe me, the boys will not be taking that trip for granted whatsoever. 3
points still at the lead. It was very nearly 5 points for a late winner for Barnet. Is it going to be one of those seasons?
That'd be great if it was, wouldn't it? Really, if we were great, if we were top all the way and we had one team chasing us, we'd love that, wouldn't we? You can't have it all our own way. But I heard a few supporters around the dugout shouting that they were losing, you know, 10 minutes to go, and you think, okay, even if they pull back a draw, you get that gap a little bit bigger. But you know, we're a bit disappointed. But a few lads said it now. I said, look, we've done it to teams. I'm sure Barnet have looked at our results and gone, let me know they've scored in the 97th or whatever. So we can't expect them to not do it. 3 points gap at this stage of the season. The points total and the goals for is frightening, really, but a long way to go. We can't take the foot off the gas just yet.